Only people I listen to is obviously the coaching staff, Coach Cal. He's done this at a high level for a really long time. And I listen to my father. He's got me to this point as a young man and as a basketball player. That's it. And I listen to my teammates too on the court when they give me some advice, or they say look for this, look for that, or come on, step it up. But other than that, I'm great.
Coach Cal also said that the team still needs to work on talking to each other a lot more. That doesn't seem to be a problem with you, right? Are you a talker out there?
No, I am talking. I am a talker. I like to talk. But it's not just one person. I think Coach Cal is trying to get a collective effort. Everyone has to talk. Everyone has to pitch in because everyone sees something different in the game. We're not all standing at the same place or guarding the same person, guarding the same action. Everyone has something different, a different perspective. So if you can share knowledge, share what you see, that can help us, and we encourage that. Especially guys like Oscar, Damian, Lance, Jacob. Those guys are typically guarding bigs, and bigs are always at the back. They're not in the front court guarding the ball. They're in the paint so they can see all the action. So if you're talking us through it, and those guys talk off the court, and so if we can get them to start talking on the court, that's going to help us tremendously.
How were you able to apply some of the pressure without fouling? I mean, you were up and underneath everyone, but you didn't get many fouls.
Mm-hmm. I think that goes back to what I wanted to get back to when I decided to come to Kentucky. Was being effective or being a disruptor on defensive end, and also putting a lot of pressure when I'm on offense. And part of that is conditioning. You can't really do that if you're tired every. You do that for 3 possessions in a row, and then you got to break. Now the defense is kind of okay. He's only going to do it 2 or 3 times, so you're good. So I think a lot of it is conditioning, and a lot of it is trust. Like if I'm pressuring you, I know that I got help. So if I get beat on a rare occasion, I got someone behind me that can block the shot or help, and I can rotate over to their man as well.
Are you curious about what all this can look like when you have all your pieces together? Because it seems like 1 or 2 guys. Mm-hmm. Have been out for just about every game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I think the only game we've had everyone was the first game of the year, and that was the first game of the year. No one's at the tip top then, so I'm super excited for when everyone gets back. Everyone's being, wishing those guys speedy recoveries. We're trying to do our best I can to stay healthy as far as washing our hands, because it is flu season, cold season. So we're super excited for when they get back.
How good is it to know that when somebody's down, another player can step up like Damian did tonight?
Mm-hmm.
How valuable is that, having those kind of components on the team?
It's super valuable. That's one of the Coach Cal's biggest things is next man up. You don't know when your opportunity is going to come. So that comes with maybe one night you don't get as much playing time or you don't get that opportunity. But the next night, something like this, when Keon didn't play tonight, so Damian's number was called right before the game, and he came out here and performed. So having that confidence, hey, just because last night or last game wasn't my chance doesn't mean it isn't my turn this time. So just constantly having that next man up, being prepared, being prepared in the film, being prepared with your game, being in the gym, and also being prepared as far as paying attention and shooting around, knowing the details, what we're trying to accomplish as a team and what we're trying to take the other team out of. So all that together, that comes with responsibility, and that comes with being prepared, so that allow you to have performance just like he did tonight.
What do you think it says about the balance of this team that you guys can shoot 24% from 3 and you still win by 30 plus? So
yeah, and shooting is one of our strengths as a team. We got a lot of guys who can make shots, but also kind of tells you how much better we're getting defensively. Even though we shot 24%, so usually when you shoot a 3 and it's a miss, it's a long rebound, so that's showing you that our transition defense is getting better. We're starting to talk and communicate, getting back better. It also shows that we're not just living and dying. Like if we miss a shot, oh man, we missed a shot. Now we're not gonna run back on defense. We're missing shots, but we're still sprinting. We're still putting pressure on the other team to make them run and make them get back as well.
Cal was saying that just with Jacob and Lance coming back, they just bring energy. Do you feel that energy when they're running on for you guys?
Definitely. Definitely Jacob, his defensive presence and him being able to get out and run and catch lobs, dunk. That's like another swing of momentum that goes toward our side. And Lance, with his constant activity, him talking, he has a loud voice that carries. So when he's communicating, when he's talking, and when he's active, that's super noticeable. And when he's not there, it's noticeable as well. So we miss those guys, and we're glad those guys are back.
As a point guard, how challenging is it for you to be playing with all these different lineup combinations. I mean, guys subbing in and out. I mean, is it hard to get any continuity out there on the court?
No, I don't think it's hard to get a lot of continuity. I think the biggest thing is that we play with so many different lineups in practice. Like coach is always switching us around, trying new things, and we know each other. That goes back to the summer off the court, building that trust, building that camaraderie. So when we get on the court, it's comfortable, and it's going to only continue to get better. Sometimes when I came in, I'm like, oh wow, we haven't played him yet. He hasn't got in yet. Oh, wait till they see what he can do and how he's going to affect this game. So I'm excited when someone else comes in or someone else has it going and they're going, and another team kind of forgets about someone else and then they get going. It's like well, you got to pick your poison now. So all that stuff is really good.